Hi and welcome to the brand new LFC Felt Club, Lincolnshire Fen Crafts, or Liverpool Football Club, if you get a little bit confused. It's quite an impromptu pop on just to say a quick hello and introduce myself to those of you who don't know me. A lot of you will probably watch this on replay because I've only just sort of sent you all a message to let you know that I am on. But I want to say hello, my name is Sandy. I am the owner of Lincolnshire Fen Crafts. This is my, it'll be at my 8th birthday, Lincolnshire Fen Crafts 8th birthday on the 14th of February. My birthday a week later, and because February is of course the month of love, whether it's for yourself or anybody else, I am going to be hosting a live workshop on the 13th of February. That's a Sunday afternoon, 2 till 4. But before I get into any of that, I just wanted to say hi. So many have joined. It's absolutely brilliant. I'm really pleased. I've been meaning to do this for a while, but I just haven't had the time. I have popped a little welcome PDF in the comments for you. If you click on the link, one of the questions I get asked most is usually about needles or wool. And there is no definitive answer for what is the best wool to use, because it really is, it's either horses for courses, and it depends on the project that you're working on. But the wool that you're using for a particular project is really important. You can use wool tops, carded wool, a blend of wools, wool locks. There's so much. And so what I've done is I've put together a really good PDF download, a bit like a Ultimate Guide to Wool ebook. Get a cuppa and read it. Even if you're not new, you will still probably learn quite a bit from it. It's taken me a long time to put together, and it's just based on my nearly 9 years of needle felting knowledge and working with different wools. So I'm saving you 8 years basically. You know, it's there. It's for you to peruse at your own leisure. It's full of information, and then at the very bottom of it there's like a handy guide to all the different sheep wools. So sheep wool is measured in microns, and but don't worry about that. It's just a measurement of how thick and coarse the wool is. So I've done a handy guide to sheep and the sort of what their wools are useful for, and I've put a little star next to my favourites and the ones that I use all the time. So that's there for you. You know, make the most of it. It's a great guide, and like I said, I spent a lot of time on it. It's for personal use only. It's not to share. So just keep it for yourself. It's not to go online or in other groups. It did take me, hours and hours. It probably took me a day or two to sort of get it all together. And then at the bottom of that as well, there's a few books on sheep's fleece, like Handy Guide to Fleece. There's a couple of needle felting books that I've recommended for beginners and for somebody who's more advanced or improving. So make the most of that and let me know what you think. That'd be brilliant. So the new LFC Felt Club. How it will work, it's going to be really simple, is that I'm going to come on here and all my live workshops are going to be held within this group. Completely free. If it's the next event, the next sort of live workshop is going to be the Valentine's gnome hoops, which I'm a little bit in love with, which is quite fitting. And also show you how to make this super simple, a bit taffled up here, this super easy heart and Pom Pom Garland using the pom-poms are made using wool tops, and this super bright white stuff is a bio nylon, and the reason I'm using it is because it is so white. It's not, I've tried 3D felting with it. It's okay. That's all I can say really. When it's hard to manipulate. Once you've felted it, it's kind of stays where it is, and it can be a bit lumpy. But for gnome beards, for hair, for tassels, it really is the brightest white, so it's beautiful. And then the pom-poms here, we've got this gorgeous sort of raspberry wool top, which is perfect. And then we'll be making these hearts as well. And you don't need a cookie cutter. They're really easy to make. And the reason I like making them, I mean, I use a cookie cutter, that's absolutely fine, because I use one as well. But if you want something that's a bit more lofty, a bit softer, then if we do them by hand, it's really easy. And that's kind of, you create a really simple shape like that. And from that shape, then you make the heart really fast, really easy to make. And you can make all sorts of shapes and sizes then, so you're not stuck with just one size. So we'll be making that. And then of course, this hoop. So this is flat felt, and it is on a wooden hoop, and there will be a template for the hat that you can use. And if you've ordered the bundles already, you'll get everything that you need to make this hoop in that little kit box, which will be something like so. Some of you have ordered that along with the garland, some of you have just ordered this, some have just ordered the garland bundle, so we'll be doing both. But you don't need them. If you've got all the stuff, then just rock up with your felting wool, your needles, some flat felt, and a hoop. It doesn't have to go in a hoop. You can have it as just as a picture. Don't know if you can see behind me, I've got a little picture in a frame behind me, so you know, if you want to frame it, you can pop it, or you can hang it you know, on a piece of wood. I've got a piece of driftwood here which I also hang pictures from. So, you know, just rock up if you've got the stuff. If you haven't got the stuff, I think if you look in the events page, you'll see that the listing is there. Now, can you give me a thumbs up just if you can hear everything? I'm on another account on my laptop here. I'm just checking that I am visible. Oh yeah, I can see it. Yeah. Excellent. I can see the comments here. I can't see them on here, so let's have a look. Angela Scott, will you share a list of materials required so we can make from our own stash? Yeah, Angela, if you go into the events page, there's a post on there, and I've put the materials list on there for you already. So have a look on there, and then if you do need all the materials, there's also the links for my Etsy page and for the website where you can go and get the bundle if you want it yourself. For those of you who've already ordered the bundles, I'll be getting those out next week for you. So you've pre-ordered them so that they're in plenty of time for the 13th. Hello Sandy, Jeanette Close. Hi Jeanette. Hi Tamara. Yeah. I'm just looking. Excellent. So what have we got here? Right, great. Okay, so I think I've answered everything that you've asked me so far. So the group, so of course there'll be the big live events, which the first one will be on the 13th. But what I'm also wanting to do is drop in, like I am now, and do some sort of quick win live events where it'll be things about maybe how to get the legs really firm without using wires, how to create legs, you know, really simple quick wins, top tips, all the things that I've learned and want to share with you sort of over the last 9 years. And that's basically it. It's nothing more than that. It's not a sort of open forum as in you can all come in and create your own posts, because I don't have time to sort of police all that. So in the sense that, you know, to come in, and because I do everything myself, you know, I've got a lot going on. I've got the blog, which you find the links for that. So there's so much on the blog. If you want to go on there, there's my YouTube channel, loads and loads of video tutorials on there. And of course the website and my Etsy page. So I've got a lot going on. So I'm a little bit time short, but you know, I'm not complaining. I absolutely love what I do. This is an absolute joy. You know, I get up every day and I don't feel like I'm going to work, and I feel really grateful for that. You know, I've done the 9 to 5, you know, I've done all of that in my sort of previous life, and I just feel really grateful that I've found something that is absolutely joyful for me and that I enjoy. And you know, needle felting is an amazing craft. You know, I mean, I love all crafts, as probably most of you do. You probably all got your hands in lots of different craft pies, but needle felting, it's just so absorbing. It's almost like a meditation. You really do lose yourself. There's, you know, there's no tricky patterns. You know, it's you don't need a lot of room, and you don't need a lot of equipment, expensive equipment either. So it's just the perfect craft to get involved in. Now, I've also, previous live workshops that I've done on Facebook, if you just sort of afterwards, if you just want to scroll down the page, I think there's about half a dozen of them, you'll be able to watch those if you want. There's fairies, there's gnomes, there's the cactus, there's picture tutorials, there's pumpkins, there's all sorts of things going on. And as time goes, you know, this page will build up, and it will become a really nice resource for you just to get involved in. Just checking comments again. Hi, Sandra Worrell. Oh, yeah. Thanks for joining. Very exciting. Yeah. Hi, Jenny. You're a beginner. Yeah. This group is full of all types of people. Some have never needle felted before. Some have just started, some are just dabbling. Others, I know, will have been felting a while. So, you know, if you maybe sort of in the comments, you can, you know, just let people, if you let me know where you are in the country, actually, that would be really good. That's really nice to know, because I like to know where everyone is based. And, you know, if somebody asks a question and I've missed it or I haven't got time to get to it, if you know the answer, if you've got some input or an idea, there's no such thing as a silly question. The thing I ask you, if you are new, the biggest thing is just let yourself be a beginner. You know, don't look at all those amazing Pinterest creations and think, I want to do that now. It's not going to happen. And you're setting yourself up for disappointment. A craft, like anything else needs to be learned. But once you've done one project, then the rest will just follow quite easily. And if you go onto my YouTube channel, you will find a breakdown that on one of the playlists, there are, should I say, 8 video tutorials for hares and sheep, but it works for everything that you're making really from scratch. And I've broken it down into making the separate body parts. So you make the head, you make the body, you make the legs, and then the final tutorial shows you how to put it all together and the best way to attach all those bits and pieces without having lots of lines and lumps showing, and how to cover up any lumps. The great thing about needle felting is it is so forgiving. It's one of the most forgiving crafts that there is. You know, usually any problem can be sorted out. You know, and one of the top tips is sort of start with less than you need and then add more if you want to. My best advice if you are new is to you know, start with a nice coarse wool, whether that's a coarse wool top or whether it's carded wool. And you make it, if you're making 3D sculptures for pictures and flat felted things, you know, anything goes. You can do what you like. But we'll go through those kind of things. And as I say, the wool guide that is in the comments for you, please click on that. Download that PDF. It's really good. I've spent a lot of time on it, and like I say, I'm saving you 8 years of finding out what works and what doesn't work. And the thing is just to try different things and see what you like working with. There's no set rules. That's just, you know, it's entirely down to you and your own personal preference. But it is all about the wool. And one of the messages I get a lot is, I've started needle felting, not getting very well with it, and I'll say, well, what wool are you using? And it quite more often than not, they've started with a wool that just isn't suitable for the project they're working on, whether that's a wool that they just sort of had and they thought they'd try it, or it's a wool in a kit. A lot of 3-dimensional kits from kit makers that have just sort of thrown them together because that's what everyone else is doing, and don't have any knowledge. They don't understand the properties of the wool, and the instructions aren't great. you know, that's when people end up disappointed and they think that the problem is them, and it's actually not. It's not, because I can teach almost anybody to needle felt. I promise you, if you've never needle felted and you don't think you can, then I will prove you wrong. I promise you, I will prove you wrong. You just go on my YouTube channel, you watch my video tutorials, you come on here, you ask questions. There's loads of people in the group that I'm hoping will be able to sort of impart all their amazing knowledge. I want to learn more as much as anyone. Every day is a school day, and I just love to learn. You know, knowledge is power, especially, you know, in any walk of life. But when it comes to crafts, you know, the more you know, the better you get. So that's it. There's no real rules. Just don't share anything outside of the group. It is a private group. That's why I made it private, because some people don't feel confident enough to ask questions on a public forum or share what they're working with. So when we're doing the live workshops, we can share what we're making at that time. You can pop pictures in the comments, you can show me what you're doing. And I'm also working on some new, installing some new live software, which means I'll be able to sort of have people in and out if they want to, you know, to sort of talk about what they've made or how they're getting on or any problems they've got. But I am a bit technically challenged sometimes, so just bear with me on that one. So it's fabulous to have you all here. Like I said, don't forget, go and download that sort of Ultimate Guide to Wool sort of ebook PDF file that is there for you. Save it to your computer, print it out. I think there's about 22 pages. There's a lot of pictures though, so I put quite a lot of pictures in there because, you know, you want to see what the wool is used for. So enjoy that, enjoy the club. I'll pop in whenever I can. I'll pop in and do some sort of mini tutorials, and I hope you all really get a lot out of it, and I'm really looking forward to teaching you all and learning while I'm at it. So thanks to all of you for joining. There's so many of you joined within a couple of days. It's absolutely brilliant. And I'm really excited. I can't wait to get started. So I shall see you all soon, but most definitely on February the 13th, I will be here at 2 p.m. and we will be making these loved up Valentine gnomes, which are absolutely gorgeous. So I shall see you soon. Thanks, everybody.